All right, so are you ready to like really geek out today?
Always ready.
Sweet.
Eh,
Because we are going to deep dive into something pretty cool.
Okay.
It's called Fifth Freedom Flights,
Yeah.
especially in Europe.
Hmm.
And this is like for real travel hackers and aviation enthusiasts,
Absolutely.
the kind of stuff that we really like.
Oh, yeah.
Um, we're talking about those routes that are unexpected and airlines that most people have never even heard of.
Right.
And like maybe even a little bit of like geopolitical,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
intrigue.
Mm.
So we're looking at this list from the Top 10's website
Okay.
called Top 10 Coolest Fifth Freedom Flights in Europe.
Interesting.
But, we're not just going to like read a list. We're
Yeah.
going to like go deep.
We're going to break it down.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what they are,
Yeah.
why they exist,
Yeah.
how airlines use them.
And what it means for someone like you or me who wants to travel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Find those cool, kind of off the beaten path things.
Exactly. Okay. So this list has some pretty crazy connections, I got to say.
I was looking at it earlier. Yeah.
Like Copenhagen to Oslo to Islamabad
Wow.
on Pakistan International Airlines.
You don't see that every day?
No, not exactly a route you see in the, in the brochures.
It's fascinating. It's
Yeah.
like a little, I was thinking about it, and it's like a connection to the past, a little
Yeah.
window into history. You know
Yeah.
how these airlines were really important back in the day
Yeah.
for connecting Europe and Asia,
Right.
and Pakistan International Airlines is a great example.
Yeah.
They still hold these rights. And that's why we have this bridge between Scandinavia and South Asia.
It's like a leftover
It is
from a
true.
different time.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But, all right, let's look at another one that really caught my eye.
Yeah, where is it?
Dublin to Chicago to Addis Ababa
Ooh,
on Ethiopian Airlines.
interesting.
Ireland to Ethiopia
That's-
via the Midwest.
Yeah.
That's a story.
That's a good one.
For the grandkids, right.
Right.
So how does this even happen?
Well, it's all about strategy.
Okay.
Airlines use these fifth freedom rights in really smart ways. Like in this case, Ethiopian Airlines is probably using this route
Yeah.
to connect with different travel markets all at once.
Makes sense.
For example, maybe there's a big Irish diaspora in the U.S.,
Oh, yeah.
and they want to get back to Ethiopia to see family.
Makes total sense.
So it's beneficial for everybody.
Right. Yeah.
The airline gets to make the most of their routes,
Mhm.
and people get this like really unique connection.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so this next one.
Okay.
Screams Adventure.
Lay it on me.
Ulaanbaatar to Moscow to Berlin
Wow.
on MIAT Mongolian Airlines.
Ah, that is cool.
That one just like
Yeah.
jumps off the page.
It does.
Right.
It does.
But like think about it.
Yeah.
It's more than just like a weird route.
It's about the experience.
Yeah.
You're flying with an airline most people haven't even heard of. Maybe you'll experience a different kind of service on board. Little cultural things. Even the plane itself could be different.
Oh yeah, totally.
It adds a whole other layer to the trip.
It's like a whole different level
Yeah.
of travel.
For sure.
And plus,
Yeah.
I've heard that these flights can sometimes be like
What?
easier on the wallet.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Especially for places that aren't as popular. Like,
Oh, like this one?
yeah.
Zurich to Prague to Chengdu
Ooh.
on Sichuan Airlines.
That's a good one.
Right.
Yeah.
That could be like a steal for someone
Oh.
trying to get like deep into China.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, these fifth freedom flights
Yeah.
can really give you an edge when
Yeah.
it comes to price and connections.
Right.
They might not always be the fastest or
Yeah.
have tons of flights,
Right.
but for someone who's like,
Right.
wants something different,
Yeah.
values the experience,
hmm
and is smart about money, these are definitely worth checking out.
Okay, but
Oh.
there's got to be like a catch, right?
Well, yeah, you got to be aware of the downsides too.
Okay.
The schedules might not be as frequent,
Yeah.
and they can change or get canceled more easily.
Right.
It's because they're part of this like big complicated system
Yeah.
of international agreements.
Right.
And if those agreements change,
Yeah.
your flight could be affected.
Okay, so for all our listeners out there
Hmm.
who are like ready for their next adventure,
I know they're out there.
should they be like,
Yeah.
digging through airline route maps,
Oh, yeah.
looking for these hidden gems?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Don't just use those same old booking websites.
Yeah.
Do a little research.
Okay.
See if you can find a fifth freedom flight
Right.
that works with your trip.
Yeah.
You might find a route you never expected.
Ah.
Fly with a new airline
Yeah.
and maybe even save some money.
That's awesome.
Right.
And who knows? Maybe you'll end up with a story
Yeah.
that no one else has.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
You might be the only person you know
Mm-hmm.
who's flown from Mongolia to Germany.
With a layover in Moscow
Yeah.
on MIAT Mongolian Airlines.
That's so cool.
How cool would that be?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So that is it for this deep dive.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Catch you next time.
See ya.
All right. Bye.